Welcome to the Matrix Study Hall. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe as you enter. I really appreciate it. So, we're going to get into this correlation. You can follow me on my main channel, which is Lotus of Judah 1111, where I have a more so of a biblical perspective there. Now, with Matrix Study Hall, this is a little bit more so just focusing on how these things are affecting us within the society, within this matrix. So we're going to focus on the correlation between Xiaohongshu, also known as the Little Red Book or REDNOTE app, the TikTok refugees, and the correlation between the film Leave the World Behind. Now, this film is based on a novel, but it has been premiered on Netflix. And so we're going to go ahead and get into this. And let's begin. So, this coincidence between Red Note and the red notes in Netflix's Leave the World Behind, this is a major symbolism, okay? Because if you remember, if you watch this film, what ends up happening is that there are a lot of literal red flyers that fall out of the sky, and these people are confused like what's going on. And this is also happening during a time where there was a lot of technological warnings, signs that society was so-called collapsing. These things were aspects of biblical prophecies coming to pass. And so on these red notes, which I find very telling, because again, the term for this app is called Red Note. Okay. A lot of times they're premiering things to us and it seems like a coincidence, but oftentimes this is them dropping little hints, little Easter eggs per se, so that we are aware of what's going on in a subtle way. Okay. Now, the parallels of this in the film and also what is actually happening when it comes to this digital world is alongside the narratives of biblical prophecies and also the rumors of wars and also divine judgment coming into play. Now, in Leave the World Behind, the red notes are a mysterious alert that is signaling that there is something afoot, a global catastrophe of some sort. And in these notes, although Xiaohongshu is in Mandarin is a Chinese base app, the red notes were in Arabic. So again, they're not going to be completely synced in what is actually happening in reality, but it's definitely alluding to that. And also, I thought it was really interesting how in the film Leave the World Behind, there is this woman, a Hispanic lady. She looked really in distress and she was trying to warn the man, but there was a communication barrier because the man she was trying to warn, he did not understand what she was saying and she could not convey to him what she was warning him about. So to me, from a symbolism standpoint, that's showing that this breakdown in communication when it comes to not being able to communicate effectively with different people can be a hindrance. Okay, because she was trying in the film, I definitely urge you to watch it. She was trying to warn the man to not go in a certain direction, and he just was very dismissive because he was like, okay, I don't understand what you're saying. But just based on her reaction, she was being honest, like, basically don't go that direction. All right. And so we have to really be careful because as we begin to see a lot of these things that are being fully deciphered in the form of media, in particular, a lot of sci fi media, they're letting us know that even when it comes to Revelation 6 and 4, which speaks about the four horsemen of the apocalypse, these are themes that are being played out. Okay? Sudden, uncontrollable forms of chaos. Another thing I want to highlight in regard to the correlation between what's happening when it comes to the digital apps and also this film Leave the World Behind is that it was highlighted in the film. There's a lot of failures when it comes to advanced technology. One thing that was really telling was that there were a lot of malfunctioning Teslas in the film. So the actress in the film, I think her name, yeah, Julia Roberts. So in the film, she is trying to go in a direction to warn her husband of something, but she gets to a road where it's all these Teslas that are piled up on each other. Now, I find it really coincidental that these cars are being they're being put into a position as if people are like, they're the go-to car to get as far as like a luxury on trend type of car. But now they keep dropping these subliminal signs in movies that they malfunction. Okay. And the thing that was really startling and Leave the World Behind is that when Julia Roberts was trying to go towards her husband, she went into this road where these Teslas, they were driverless. There were nobody in the cars, but they were driving on their own and they were malfunctioning. They were crashing. Okay, so to me, that is like a warning or premonition. Could it be that somehow, they are doing this from afar, they're controlling them from afar, being that they're driverless? There's a lot of questions that could be posed when it comes to this, but I want to also share this. Hold on just a moment. It's definitely a warning, a premonition, because this imagery that they're putting out that we should trust in driverless vehicles. Human inventions are something that we should really look forward to, but at the same time, they're using the correlation of these vehicles malfunctioning. Like, that's something that people should really, really pay attention to. And furthermore, I want to highlight the passages in Matthew 24 and also Revelation 18. These two scriptures speak about a world where humanity, once felt as if it was so powerful when it came to technology, when it came to wealth and power, that it did not need to rely on God. It did not need to rely on morality. Okay. And so now we're beginning to see the failure of a lot of smart devices or smart vehicles. Another thing I found interesting in all of this is that this whole ushering in of technology to the point where we feel like humans have no true intrinsic value is a problem, because there was this article that spoke about how some of these cyborgs, some of these robots in facilities actually self malfunction. What that means is that when the robot was given a certain task for a certain amount of hours, it basically self-destructed because it felt like it was too much. So for something that is not sentient, something that is not human, to feel that the task that is given is too much, how does that correlate with how humans are giving, you're supposed to work this job for 12 hours, 14 hours, 16-hour shifts on like a 40-hour work week or more, and yet that is supposed to be something that is expected, something that we should be doing, but yet something that is not even human is basically off in itself because it realizes that it's just too much. It just caused the system to shut down. Something definitely to think about. And these are red flags, i.e., REDNOTE. Also, the red notes in Leave the World Behind. You see all these correlations. Okay, it's definitely not far-fetched that they're on to something. They're on to the fact that the impending divine judgment is happening. And although, the hidden hands, those that may be in elite positions, they may feel as if they are going to get beyond divine judgment. Is prophesied, is going to happen. And it's something that they cannot get ahead of with technology, although they may try. Okay, so these particular themes that are found not only in prophecy, but also when it comes to media, also when it comes to technology, are forewarnings. They want you to feel, for instance, when we speak about the advent of people thinking that TikTok is not going to actually be a thing anymore, it's going to go dark, which is technological terms meaning they're gonna stop the app from working anymore. Okay, and those people have went to Xiaohongshu. Okay, hold on, did I say that right? Xiaohongshu. Xiaohongshu is the Little Red Book or the REDNOTE app. People have gone to the app and they are really having a sense of awakening when it comes to it, because they're looking at the correlation of their lives here in the Americas and the lives of those that are living in China, and they're correlating, they're seeing that, okay, these people may look as if they have a better life, but this is a part of the plan. They want you to be mesmerized by a society that is a commie. Okay, you get the term what I'm referring to. Okay, stretch your mind a little bit. I got to use code words here, but they want you to feel as if you should be admiring this type of lifestyle. Although they have a lot of great amenities and great perks, but they are also a very controlled society. So it's kind of like, in essence, reverse psychology. They make you feel as if you are the top tier when it comes to citizenship, when it comes to free speech and all of this. But then at the same time, they're hurting you towards certain apps so that you can look at the lifestyle of these people and admire it. When in all the while, these people are very restricted. These people they operate off of a commie type system. So this could have, in an essence, be a soft launch for people to be even further controlled. Okay, that's just my perspective, to each his own, but it's definitely not a coincidence that they're dropping all these subliminal signs in a lot of sci-fi or dystopian type of media. Okay, that's all I have for now. Until next time, stay true. Bye-bye.